Gee whiz, I hope I don't get possessed by any dark spirits today.
Ich bin schrecklich Deutsch zu sprechen.
Excuse me. It is I, Immanuel Kant, returning from the great beyond to walk the earth again. Ah, how good it is to be back. Ah, so this is the United States, the land of the free as they call it. I will be the judge of this. Is this a society guided by higher moral reasoning, or one governed by primitive inclination and heteronomy? It's time to find out.
Alright, I just got out of class. I'll probably be home for dinner in about an hour.
Oh,
Talk to you later.
please, sir. Do you have anything for me to eat? I'm ever so hungry.
Get out of here, you smelly brat. I have no more obligation to help a complete stranger like you.
Oh, all right, sir. Have a nice day.
You're just nothing, just a total loser.
Oh, please, sir. Maybe you can bestow upon me, I don't know, a couple of shillings for bread and milk?
It is my moral duty to assist the boy, seeing as he is a rational being with dignity equal to my own. However, by asking that other man and myself to supply him with our own wealth for his own ends, that boy was treating us merely as means, and thus violating the categorical imperative. But his autonomy seems to be vulnerable, which would mean that the only morally correct action is for me to help him. Of course, I have no way of knowing if his autonomy is truly vulnerable, and this boy could be attempting to violate my own autonomy in an attempt to use me for whatever ends he desires. But, with my philosophy being to enable the autonomy of others, I do indeed have a moral duty to assist this young man, since, by applying the universalizability principle, to assist the hungry in need is a universalizable action that is in line with the maxim of promoting autonomy. It is decided. I shall give the boy what he requires. Aha, I've got it. Young man, after careful consideration of the moral implications, I deem your request morally permissible. And here. And here, I shall bestow upon you my wealth. May worldwide family be cured of disbelief. May you always think freely.
Bro, how am I supposed to get a McRib with this Monopoly money?
Oh, sorry to be in the way, friend. The Micah house is closed tonight. They won't let me hang around there anymore. Oh, but what can you do? Them's the breaks, brother.
Well, isn't this man just a prime example of violated autonomy? Being poor and homeless, he is unable to appear as a functioning adult and member of society, and is thus incapable of securing a job. Without a position in the workforce, this fellow is left trapped in a cycle of poverty and homelessness from which there is no hope of escape. Once ensnared by this vicious cycle, he is left helpless and unable to control his own choices, free from outside interference. And thus, his societal autonomy is all but non-existent. As a stout believer in my own moral philosophies, it is impossible for me to justify this kind of treatment towards these vulnerable people of the United States. To promote his autonomy, the bare minimum that society is morally responsible to do for the homeless is to reintroduce them to the workforce in such a way that they can be self-sustaining. Without their own source of income, they are at the mercy of the system that made them homeless in the first place. My apologies, sir. I didn't see you nestled beneath all that trash. What a sorry state you're in, and what a sorry state society's left you in. By virtue of your ability to reason, I now grant you the equal dignity of persons.
It is I, the ghost of the no-named libertarian. fool! Believing that helping this man is a moral obligation is not at all true. The great minds that shaped this wonderful country were all libertarians. To have a country run this well is also to believe that our only obligation is to liberty, the right of non-interference that we all inherently possess. Your act of kindness, while appreciated, is not your duty. Face it, you're old news.
How wrong he is. Libertarians so narrow-mindedly believe freedom is simply the right to liberty. They don't know what true freedom is. I'm leaving this godforsaken rock. There is simply too much work to be done. Tally-ho!
Whoa.
Zooey mama, what a weird dream. I feel as though Kant has a much more legitimate philosophy, for morality is more than simply not interfering with others. Leaving society and the free market unregulated and amoral is what created this widespread of poverty in the first place. Kant had the right idea. There is more morality than the libertarian model. If we ignore the state that the marginalized people of America currently live in, how can we ever hope to progress as a society?